So good evening, one and all. Myself, Chaitanya. So I'm a cybersecurity trainer come pen tester. So welcome to you my all webinar cloud pen testing. So let me introduce myself and about my skills and technical experience. So basically, I have done 2 years cybersecurity experience as a trainer and then 1.5 experience of an pen tester. So my core skills are then web API, client, firmware, and automotive pen testing. And apart from that, I even do upon and some of the looting stuff like Splunk, threat hunting, and then exploit development. So currently, I'm working within Cyber Solutions as an pen tester as well as a senior cybersecurity trainer. So today our topic is about then cloud pen testing, and then we'll be learning about then how this cloud pen testing or then cloud security, then cloud environment is becoming a futureless safe environment. So the first thing we need to concern about our cloud because there's a sudden trajectory about the cloud growth industry. If we can look it out then back into the 10 years industry, we doesn't even know about then what is meant by the cloud security or then cloud pen testing. So currently after the recent days after the boom, after even in COVID period, the cloud industry has gained upon an entire over than 200 and then 300%. If you can look out towards an that Forbes industry, Sensex, and all those things percentages, they have been climbing that then cloud has been boomed around then 768 percentage in the last 3 years of the industry. Because moreover than all than 60% of the industries had already adapted towards the cloud. That means military, healthcare, IT sectors, and whatnot, logistics, travel, and all the types of the industries are moving to the cloud. Yeah, when it comes to cloud pen testing, there is a process of detecting out then vulnerabilities or then exploiting out then security in our cloud infrastructure by simulating upon a controlled cyber attacks. So when it comes to the cloud pen testing as well as a normal pen testing, what it differs. So when we come in towards the normal human terms, the pen testing is a process of where we cover about the offensive securities, testings upon a system, or we try to find an a vulnerability loopholes under the network, or we try to find out the security weaknesses inside an infrastructure. But when it comes to the cloud pen testing, it's just performing upon a simulated attack upon our cloud services to test their security as well as to test their trust upon the data. Like when it comes to the types of the clouds, we usually have upon the three types. One is then SaaS, PaaS, and then IaaS. Cloud is an golden treasure for the evil. The reason why I am because saying about the cloud is an golden treasure for the evil means if you can carefully look out for the cyber breaches that happened in the recent 2 years, you will be knowing upon the majority of the breaches are happening in the cloud environment. That we need to improvise our cloud security. So how can we improvise towards the cloud security? Obviously to do upon the heavily pen test as well as the security audits. So when it comes to challenges that we usually face under the cloud pen testing is a lot of the things. But main we usually face upon the 3 to 4 phases. That is from the lack of the transparencies and then policy restrictions as well as on resource sharing. So what are these lack of the policy transparencies, policy restrictions, resource sharings? So when it comes to the lack of the transparencies, in the case of then some of the cloud services, not well-known and then well-known cloud services, that the data centers are being managed by the third parties. So when it comes to the policy restrictions, so each cloud service providers has its own policy regarding towards and conducting upon the cloud pen testings. So that defines upon the endpoints or then different types of the tests that can be conducted upon some submissions or then policies or then notices. So when it comes to the resource sharing, so resource sharing also well-known problem for us when it comes to the cloud challenges when we are testing out for the cloud environment. Because resource sharing across the multiple accounts or the multiple platforms can prune upon the challenges during upon the cloud pen testings. Sometimes the service providers do not take upon the advocate steps for the segmentation for the all users. So next we need to look out for the attackers. That means when it comes to the SaaS, so when it comes to the PaaS, how we need to look it out. So when it comes to the attacking of the software, that how we can do upon for the software as a service. So software as a service providers are then one more restrictive cloud services that we may encounter because it should be noted that we need to focus upon in order to gain access. It might be for the administrative accounts, it might be the user accounts. So when it comes to the SaaS, we generally have one then Salesforce, G Suite, Office 365, Dropbox. These are the general common service providers that we have. So when it comes to then attacking as an pass, so attacking as an pass, that means a platform as a service. So that means these are the hybrid environments between an infrastructure as a service as well as a service, software as a service. So we need to take about the container initiates. That means we originally need to check it out for the Docker environments. Usually when it comes to platform as a service, because Docker as a service is designed for the platform as a service. That means container based orientations is based upon the pass. So when it comes to the infrastructure as a service, providers will be typically providing for the different types of the storage related services, computing services, and the network services. So when it comes to computings, which we generally hang upon the virtual machines, which are typically in scope attacks. So their security are detected by the administrators. So could be in the range from the full scope when it comes to the limited types of the access list. So good night to you all and have a safe day.